Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Mr. KB. It is March 17th, 2014, and the game you see before you, which is really just a loading screen, is Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. This is the first time in the history of my channel where I've been able to get a game ahead of time, play it over the weekend, and review it before it comes out. This game officially releases March 18th, which is less than 3 hours away here out here in the West Coast at the time of this recording. I am very excited. Now, there's a lot of controversy about this game. If you've seen some early reviews, early comments, early, I guess, how do I call them? First impressions. This game is not really a game per se. If I were to classify this game, I would classify this as an extended tech demo. This would be the type of demo that you see at either a E3 or a PAX or maybe even a Comic-Con, one of those conventions where they do release, like extended gameplay sessions, or like maybe IGN or one of the other big name websites will have it and be like, hey, we played it and it's so and so, you can see us play it and stream it. Whatever the case may be, that's what I would classify this as. Now, that is not to say that Ground Zeroes is limited in production, because it's not. This is the intro cutscene to the game, or the extended tech demo, and it looks amazing, beautiful, in every sense of those words. Now, in case you guys want to play it, most of you have probably already seen the intro, but if you haven't, I am going to skip it. And this is where we get to Ground Zeroes. This is what was unveiled to us, the regular player, back in PAX West a little over a year ago, I believe. And it's basically just an island off the coast of Cuba where we have to go and rescue Chico and Paz. If you aren't familiar with those characters, kind of like how I was, there are backstories, there are cassettes at the main menu that kind of fill you in on what's going on before you actually get dropped into the mission. So you can listen to those and read those scriptures prior to entering the game. Control is pretty straightforward. R1 does the binoculars. If you want some information on stuff that you see, press the L1 while you're doing that. It's a guard, and they'll let you know. L2 is to aim, R2 is to shoot. I think I could probably shoot one of these guys. Bam! Shoot him. He's all panicky because he can't see me. And if you're walking around, it's just the L stick. Oh snaps! If you press L3, you can sprint, and there's actually unlimited sprinting as long as you keep going once you press L3. So you hit a wall or just decide to stop. Which, you know what, as a design feature I kind of like, because running across the island is actually made a lot easier. Looking around and aiming is done through the R stick. Oh snaps, he's coming. Why is he coming? Oh snaps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off the cliff. Oh crap. Oh no. Oh damn it, I died. I threw myself off the cliff. I'm not being killed. I'm gonna kill myself. But anyways, you saw me die because I forgot to press triangle. Some review where this guy is. But yeah, so you press X once to crouch. You hold it to go to prone position. You can aim. If you do that, you can roll on the floor. If you hold L2 while in the prone position and click. Oh, what the hell? What happened? I don't recall why it's doing this. But anyways. Something happened and I triggered something. Hey, this is new, so you guys are seeing this for the first time just like me. Because I really don't know what the hell I did.
We had no more than a dozen guys at Barranquilla.
Alright.
Some of them with barely enough gear to protect
cool.
themselves. Now here we are, not 1 year later. Over 300 men.
Alright, so you guys saw what just happened. You guys just found the secret because I didn't even know that actually existed. But anyways, once we get back to the game, it looks beautiful. Controls are pretty straightforward. There's really nothing here out of the ordinary that's not playable, that's broken. There aren't a lot of things that it's a playable game, full of polish, full of
You can check the control
just
results
beauty
on screen.
in that sense of the word. I'm going to quickly um, get into a Guardian CQC status just so you guys can kind of see that. So I'm climbing up here. You do that with nope. See, this guy is gonna. Yeah, see, he just triggered it. So now I gotta kill him. Yeah, we die. If you interrogate them, they can actually give you locations to ammo and other important locales on the actual map itself, which will actually be triggered in your iDroid. For anybody wondering what an iDroid is, if you press on the lower right side of your touchpad, it brings up your iDroid, which is basically just a map with little trigger spots here and there. There's your landing zones. If they give you a position, it'll be marked somewhere on the map. Pause button is the lower left of the screen. Everything else is pretty simple, straightforward. Now, when it comes to the game, I played it. On my first playthrough, it's roughly 2.5 hours to 3 hours, depending on how cautious you want to be, depending on how smooth you want to play through it, depending on exactly how you want to perceive through it. I actually went commando style on it, where I just didn't care who I killed as long as I didn't get discovered and found. Or even if I did get discovered, they would just die in front of my eyes because that's how badass I am. But as it stands, the game will probably run you 2.5 hours to 3 hours on your first normal playthrough. If you go again and pass it on hard, depending on how well you know the map, how well you can adapt, I would say you probably throw in another 3 hours on top of that. So you're looking at a scenario where the main mission will probably run you 4 to 6 hours, and there's really nothing else to do besides if you want to see some gunplay, bam, 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 die, die, oh snaps. And that's how easy that is. There is an auto lock feature where if you just keep clicking on L2, it actually has like an auto lock feature where you can actually what do they call it in COD? Quick scope. Basically like a quick scope function. Once you're done with the main chunk of the game, you actually unlock a bunch of side missions known as side ops missions. And that'll probably add another, I'm gonna say, 2 hours to maybe 3 hours, again depending on how fast you want to progress through them, what you want to do with these missions exactly. If you want to go and play like the same mission 3 times over to kind of varying different styles to see if you want to kill everybody, don't want to kill anybody, just kill when you get discovered, whatever the case may be, which is part of your mission select menu as well. So this is Ground Zeroes. Again, I have normal and hard because I have already beat it. This is another one, Eliminate the Renegade Threat. I actually played this one, which is the Intel Operative Rescue, which in all honesty, I'm lucky this is the only one I played because I actually did like the tongue-in-cheek humor when it came to this mission in particular. I really did enjoy it. So the big question is, what am I going to give this game? I'm going to give this game a 3 out of 5. And now, before you guys crucify me, hear me out. I love Metal Gear Solid 4. I think that game is one of the best games I have ever played in any generation, bar none. Easily in my top 5. If I forget a game here and there, it won't slip below my top 10. Metal Gear Solid 4 is one of those games that to me is just wow. It was like the Final Fantasy VII of the PlayStation 3 era for me. It showed what new technology can do as far as just telling a story, putting just massive amounts of beauty on screen, and that is the reason why I bought Ground Zeroes, because I'm still reeling from the excitement I had for that game. So for me, it was day one regardless. But seeing as this game is officially the first game to simultaneously come out on multiple SKUs and it's not exclusive, and I mean like a main series. I'm not talking about the Raiden one or the Raiden one, whatever you want to call it, that was 360 and PS3. This is the first official Metal Gear Solid game that was officially released on multiple SKUs. Not a later port, not a extended port, not a director's cut type port. This came out on PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and the PS4, which is the version you guys see here. And for that intents and purposes, if this is going to be your first flavor or your first taste of Metal Gear Solid 5, I will say without a shadow of a doubt, rent it. Do not buy it, because it is going to be a short type of feeling that you will get with this game. If this is the first time, you will not see why Metal Gear Solid is considered one of the best franchises through this game, through this extended tech demo. Now, if if you're really excited about Phantom Pain, doesn't matter what system it's for, if you're excited about the game, what comes in the package is, of course, the game, which has the main missions and all the side out missions, which is, like, again, I say probably 6 hours worth of gameplay total. Maybe 8 if you want to extend multiple replays. You get a voucher that you have to register through the Konami website, which to me kind of sucks, and they will later on send you a key code for DLC packages that can be used for the Phantom Pain. So if you value some sort of bonus item or bonus DLC for Phantom Pain, which will be the main game, then by all means buy the game, play it, get whatever you want out of it. And in my opinion, if you're not one of those type of collectors that wants every single game in the franchise, take it back to a GameStop, take it back to a mom and pop shop that will give you some money for it back. And at that point, you're looking at maybe a $10 rental at most, because you can take the voucher, use it for Phantom Pains when that comes out, and then take the game back, get 10, $15 for it maybe, and $10 for the DLC package, and you're walking away with a $5-10 rental at most, which is not bad. And the game, in my opinion, is totally worth that. But in my opinion, again, my opinion only, this game should have been released as an extended tech demo for maybe Xbox Live Gold members and PlayStation Plus members, with the help of Sony and Microsoft maybe chipping in to see how they can do it, so like that those numbers would have gone up. Because in my opinion, if you say that this hello, sorry about that, my microphone keeps cutting off, sorry about that, people. If you tell me that this game or this demo will only be playable by those who have a gold or plus membership, I believe that you see an influx of members signing up wanting to play this game. Because why wouldn't you? It looks fantastic. All the hype behind it was great. And I would see that being the best case scenario for people not to kind of have a bad aftertaste once they buy it and get into their house. But again, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder as far as this franchise goes. If you're a massive fan, day one, pick it up, get the voucher, play it over and over again, share it with your friends, do whatever you gotta do, share the experiences. And if you, at the end of the day, if you're like, you know what, I don't want to keep it, go trade it in, get some of your money back. At the end of the day, you won't be sorry. But if you're not, if you're the other end of the spectrum, then you might have a little bit of a sour taste. All in all, for me, it was a great experience. It looks fantastic. This game, as presented to you right now, is not even at its full capacity. I am currently capturing this at 720p at a bitrate of about maybe 18,500 kilobytes a second. Reason why is because my internet service provider is limiting my upload speed, so the files have to be a little bit smaller, so I have to limit what I can give. But all in all, I enjoyed my time with this game. I highly recommend it for any type of Metal Gear Solid fan. Now that it's out on 4 different machines, there's really no excuse to not play it. Rent it, buy it, do whatever you want, but you have to play this game. For those less inclined and less hyped about Phantom Pains, I would say rent it, possibly borrow it, but in my opinion, I would say hold off until the Phantom Pain, so the first taste of Metal Gear Solid on your gamer tongue tastes like just the sweetest, most tender, delicious piece of meat you've ever tasted in your life. If you're vegetarian, I don't know what the equivalent to that would actually be, but that is how I feel about this game. 3 out of 5 for Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes on the PS4. This has been Mr. KB. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.